jealousy, anger, and vengeance displayed in the Easter story. How is it that a loving, caring, deeply emotional, and compassionate God can have attributes of that sort? And the Old Testament is peppered with various warnings to God's people. I am a very jealous God. In fact, my name is jealous. My holiness will not be undermined by your lack of worshiping me, lack of loyalty to me. If you translate that in the New Testament setting, Jesus says, if you will not worship me, I will have these rocks that you see here praise me. But praise will come my way. And that is, to a large extent, linked to the jealousy of God, in the sense that he will not share us with anyone and anything. And when you see the suffering of Jesus, it is linked to that jealousy, in a sense that the jealousy of God, which, by the way, is a negative element in negative attribute for us as humans, because we're not designed for that, and in the same way that we are not designed for vengeance. And in a sense, when Jesus died and cried out, my Lord, or my God, why have you forsaken me? It was a reflection of the wrath of God on Jesus, a wrath that was deservedly ours. But Jesus took it upon himself. But the wrath was there nonetheless. And he carried that wrath for us. And the other aspect of it is, he is driven by love, but he's also driven by jealousy. And without the jealousy attribute of God, could it be that Jesus just would have pushed us aside when humans deliberately try to replace God with their own ambitions and their own sense of distrust towards God, as motivated by Satan in the Garden of Eden? Now, let's put together the jealousy of God, which motivated, I believe, God to send Jesus to take our place, when in fact we were the target of that wrath, and we provoked God to jealousy, the jealousy that in a sense is his. Now, the vengeance and jealousy are negative from the human perspective, because we mismanage it so badly. Now, anger is, there's an element of application there that humans are in a sense have a license. But God warns us. He says, be angry, but do not sin. Don't let your anger take you to a point of vengeance, because Jesus says, vengeance is mine, I will repay. That is not your jurisdiction. And so we as humans are called to be careful in that, from that perspective. But God can clearly handle jealousy and anger in a way that, as we see in the Easter story, in the sacrifice of Jesus, that, look, this is a positive thing for you. The fact that I am a jealous God motivates me to implement the love. My deep love for you is driven, in a sense, by the jealousy I have for you, and I will not share you with anyone else. Now, how do we see a God and justify a God who is, on the one hand, both vengeful, jealous, and loving? I personally don't have a problem with that, because I believe God is God, and we are not there to analyze. We can talk about it, but we are not there to microanalyze God from a human perspective, because God many times tells us ahead of time, you will not understand me. My ways are not your ways. And if we submit ourselves to that concept that God is God and I am not, many of these things become non-issues for us. They can be discussed, and many people, they rant and rave over the fact, well, how can a loving God be jealous and have vengeance? As if that has to be answered before God can be loved and trusted. But those are some thoughts on the Easter season coming up that you can think about and do more research on it. And I hope this is helpful in your understanding of the Easter message and the Easter beautiful sense of God's using his ultimate power to redeem us. What a beautiful God we have. God bless.